Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On 28 October 1915, the Department of the Navy officially transferred Marine Corps recruit training to Parris Island. Among the first 750 Marines sent to Parris Island were the depot's first bandmasters, drum majors, and a group of musicians from which the Parris Island Marine Band was formed. The musicians also doubled as marksmanship instructors, close combat instructors, and provided support for various units aboard the depot. A field music school was also established to train Marine musicians prior to their assignments to individual bands throughout the fleet. Today, the Parris Island Marine Band is one of the premier military bands in America. It consists of 50 members under the direction of the band officer, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Genovese, Bandmaster, Master Sergeant Mike, the enlisted conductors, Gunnery Sergeant Shaw and Gunnery Sergeant Hendrickson, the instrument repair technician, Gunnery Sergeant Kucheski, the small ensemble leader, Staff Sergeant Hall, and the drum major, Staff Sergeant Gonzalez. The band travels throughout the United States, providing music for military ceremonies, community relations events, recruiting programs, and other official events. They also have the ability to perform as several specialty ensembles, such as ceremonial band, concert band, jazz ensemble, show band, and brass quintet, to name a few. While required to maintain a high degree of musical performance skills, these band members are above all else Marines and must remain capable of assuming the task common to all Marines, those of the basic Marine riflemen. The band's heritage dates back to the whistling pipes and rolling drums of the first Marines' music back in 1775, and upholds the tradition of excellence and service to foreign country, which is a proud legacy to all Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, the Parris Island Marine Band.
Now it begins. There's a color guard over there.
I bet you the girls are all the way in.
Yep.
Oh my god, please God, make it stop going. Hell no.
The music this morning is presented by the Parris Island Marine Band. The drum major is Sergeant Toronzo, and the enlisted conductor is Sergeant Box.
Now, is that the whole band?
There's only 50
One that's here
people.
for graduation.
Oh, okay.
My dad says this should be the national anthem.
Wonder where she is.
At the end.
At the end.
They're all the way at the end.
Yeah.
The women are?
Yes, ma'am.
They should have been first.
Which platoon is she in?
Well,
4038.
Yes, her platoon will be right in front of us.
Imagine how hard it is for them.
this is a piece of cake for them now. This is the end. It's a piece of cake now.
Yes.
Oh, Lordy.
How long have y'all been married?
They've been together for these straight out of high school.
8 years.
Well, y'all started going together, what, so? Freshman.
Wow, look at that.
Didn't seem like 8 years.
I love Martha.
Me too.
Me too. Me 3.
Me 4.
I like Slipknot.
I love being warm.
They say
I forget what that's like.
He says he loves Slipknot, but he was,
I know, right?
I kind of like
Quite.
Metallica too.
yeah,
Just look how cool they are.
I'm more of a Kills.
they're amazing.
No, like,
So proud.
I've always liked them, but they just recently decided they like them, so we listen to them a lot now. And Ride Against. That's his new favorite.
Look at that.
They play the Marine Corps song.
They will.
I hope so.
Well, they do.
I hear that thing every morning. I love it.
It was my ringtone. I had at least one kid in the Marines since 2000
Oh, wow.
until 2016. So it was always my ringtone for whoever was in the Marines.
Look at that. They are so good.
Well, actually, I hear all the services because I'm close to the base. Every morning, 8 o'clock.
You did a right face and a parade rest over here. We were getting told. Waiting still.
I'm just thinking about all the calories I'm burning while I'm shivering.
That's a good way to look at it. You're working out.
Positive experience.
Everybody's formed up.
I might like going to Rhabdo though here after a while.
You're walking so fast. Why are you walking so fast? I'm like, keeping my Fitbit in the
Now.
shower. You know?
Yeah, now it's rough.
Yep, almost 9 o'clock.
There is a shit ton of new Marines.
Look at that. Look at all those little devil dogs. Little baby devil dogs. Little babies. Little devil babies. Little baby Marines. A whole bunch of privates.
What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They just keep going and going.
Yeah, there's 6 platoons right there. That's not even counting what's around the corner. There's like 9 or 10 platoons.
Can you imagine having that job?
What job?
Being in that van right there and having everybody recording you and posting online. If you make one mistake, it's going to be, the whole world will see it. You can't make a mistake.
Damn social media.
Effers. Skeleton! This is why they got here so early. I'm not regretting it now.
No,
Not at all. Not at all. This is good. This is good.
I might be regretting it about 4 hours into my drive.
It's right here. Right here. 4 two sections in.
Short.
I bet you are cold.
10 line. Almost 10.
Almost 10.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Let's go, kids. Time on take, it is 08:58. They are not going to roll out until 09.
I'm not a 10.
I've done lost all my tan. I was good. I was really dark.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you know me. I love the ocean. I like to lay down and look at it all day. Getting sentimental. Bless your heart. I just feel proud. Yeah, it's my first grandchild going in the Marine Corps.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Company D and Company P. The graduation ceremony that you are about to see is the culmination of the recruit training process and marks the beginning of a challenging future for our new Marines. For the convenience of everyone attending the ceremony, we request that you please remain in your seats until the ceremony is complete. We also ask that you do not pass in front of the reviewing stand or onto the parade deck. After the ceremony is complete, please be sure to gather all of your belongings and place any trash in the receptacles located behind you prior to exiting the stands. Thank you for your cooperation. The term devil dog is used today as a friendly reference between Marines, but the nickname has a proud history. It was first given to the Marines by German troops who fought against them at the Battle of Belleau Wood during World War I. In 1921, Major General Smedley Butler introduced the first bulldog as a Marine mascot. Now entering the parade deck is Parris Island's own devil dog, Lance Corporal Opa May. Lance Corporal Opa May is an English bulldog who enlisted in the Marine Corps on August 21st, 2017. She reported for recruit training on August 27th and graduated November 17th. Lance Corporal Opa May's handler is Lance Corporal Lilly of the Headquarters and Service Battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of Troops, Captain Hunter.
He's coming. They're all young. long.
The staff for today's parade is comprised of officers and drill instructors from the 1st and 4th Recruit Training Battalion.
But this one wasn't done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. The chaplain of the 4th Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Walker, United States Navy, will deliver the invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, spiritual development plays an important role in the making of the United States Marines. With that in mind, please join me in a prayer for the Marine Companies Papa and Delta. Let us pray. God, as we gather together today, we give you thanks for giving these young men and women the patience, strength, and courage necessary to accomplish the goal of becoming United States Marines. Working through their diversity of cultures and personalities, God, you forge them into a team. And thank you for seeing them through their physical, mental, and spiritual trials of training. You bless them with loving family and friends who supported them while they were here. God, thank you for seeing them through safety and sharing these special moments with them. God, our prayer is that you will continue to watch over them, our foreign, our country, now and forever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Present-day parades in the Marine Corps have their basis in both history and tradition. The mass formation of troops on one long line at close interval made possible the massing of firepower from muzzle-loaded muskets of yesterday. In those early days, the line of battle was just that, a line of 2 or 3 ranks, and looked much like the parade formation that you are about to see today. The adjutant forms the line for battle. The Marine marching across the parade deck is Captain Sisko. He is the parade adjutant and will very shortly give the command to begin the ceremony. His position, when he halts, indicates where the right flank of the formation will rest. Once positioned, he will draw his sword and supervise the placement of the formation.
Good chance I could be here in 2 years with my granddaughter. 4 years ago, when she was 12. Dad's so Taylor would come here and be a Marine like Dad.
Marines have served aboard Parris Island since 1891, and more than 1 million Marines have been trained here. They have departed Parris Island for combat in conflicts throughout the world. The misty wheat fields of Bella Wood, the gritty beaches of the Pacific, the snow-capped mountains of Korea, the sweltering jungles of Vietnam, the parched desert sands of Kuwait, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and every other climate place where Marines have sacrificed for country and corps. The first called upon, the first to arrive, and the first to fight. The Marine Corps, the nation's force in readiness, has answered the call to numerous hotspots around the globe, showing the world once again that the United States Marine Corps is America's premier 911 force. Marching onto the parade ground is Company D and Company P. They began their training on July 28, 2018, and today's graduation marks the end of a demanding and difficult 12 weeks of training. These young men and women you see marching before you have met and mastered the challenge of recruit training. They have qualified with the service rifle and received basic warrior training. They have completed over 200 hours of academic instruction and participated in a rigorous physical training program that has developed their strength and stamina for the challenges ahead. Core values have been instilled in each of them: the meaning of honor, courage, and commitment. Marching before you this morning are 685 success stories, each of them a testament to the physical courage, dogged determination, and unyielding commitment to excellence that define the title Marine. This is what they have striven and persevered for, the right to walk across this parade deck as Marines. They have earned this title through demonstrated courage and achievement, and now join the proud ranks of over 1 million Marines who have graduated from Parris Island. From this day on, they will carry on the proud legacy and history of the United States Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marines of Company D and Company P. The platoons are being aligned from left to right in order to get them into their exact position for the ceremony.
I don't know where she's at.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
Come on, squirrel.
I'm with you.
3.
My phone does pretty well, but I'm sure Jesse's video. I wonder if they let you buy the videos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
The parade adjutant now presents the command to the commander of troops, indicating that the parade is formed.
It's in Virginia already from the storm.
accounted for.
All present are accounted for!
Attention to orders! Headquarters! Marine Corps Recruit Depot! Eastern Recruiting Region! Parris Island, South Carolina! 12 October 2018! The command duty officer of the day today is Captain Pastor! The command duty officer of the day tomorrow is Chief Arthur 3 Culver! By order of J.F. Flynn, Brigadier General, United States Marine Corps, commanding officer! March!
At the command, Officer Center March, all unit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that the commanding officer would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit commanders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information on to their Marines.
They're so proud of them. I'm so proud of them.
Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have served our nation. In keeping with the slogan, once a Marine, always a Marine, and in honor of the United States Navy's 243rd birthday, we would like to recognize them. We ask that those men and women in the audience who have served in the United States Marine Corps and the United States Navy, please rise. Please join us in showing our appreciation for their dedicated service to our country. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Graybo.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our commanding general, Brigadier General Glenn, I'd like to welcome you to Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, and to the graduation ceremony for Company B and Company B. I'd also like to welcome our parade reviewing official here today, Captain Robert Jackson, United States Navy. Captain Jackson is currently stationed in the Beaufort, South Carolina area and serves as the commanding officer of the Naval Hospital and Naval Support Facility. Sir, it's an honor to have you here in our presence today. Today's ceremony is about the Marines standing in formation and everything that they've accomplished to get here. Over the last 3 months, they've been tested mentally, morally, and physically in events such as marksmanship, martial arts, water survival, and academics. Their final test, the Crucible, was a defining event requiring teamwork and perseverance, lasting over 2 days with very little sleep. Throughout all this, they learned the significance of our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. These Marines now join a long line of patriotic men and women who have also earned the title Marine. But understand, they did not get here on their own. The development of their character, values, and patriotism started with you. You set the foundation, placing them on a long, sometimes difficult, but rewarding road to this day. Encouragement from parents, family, and friends enable them to complete recruit training, and your continued support will help them in the future as Marines. These Marines were also assisted by the recruiters. Our recruiters work long hours in hometowns just like yours and mine, all across America, searching for only the best and most qualified applicants to become Marines. It was a recruiter who first saw the potential in each and every last one of these young men and women and offered them the challenge of becoming a Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our recruiters. Finally, to our drill instructors and their families, these highly professional Marines dedicate themselves to transforming raw recruits into the Marines you see standing in front of you. Strong and disciplined, they work endlessly to instill our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. The impacts of these drill instructors will be forever etched into the memories of each and every last one of these young men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our drill instructors and their families. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to address our new Marines. Good morning, Marines.
All right.
Congratulations on everything that you've accomplished and on earning the title Marine. Understand that today, it's about you, your families, and everything that you've accomplished. But also understand that tomorrow, it's no longer about you. It's about the Marines to your left and right. The Marines have gone before you, and the Marines yet to be made. It's about the people in the stands, the nation in which we serve. And finally, it's about our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Remember this, and you'll go far. My final wish to you is fair winds, following seas, and to remain Semper Fidelis. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you our nation's newest Marines and the future of your United States Marine Corps.
The parade reviewing official for today's graduation ceremony is Captain Robert Jackson. Captain Jackson is a native of Kalamazoo, Michigan. He received a Bachelor of Science degree in Human Physiology from Michigan State University and a Doctor of Medicine degree from the F. Edward Herbert School of Medicine. Captain Jackson was commissioned via the Aviation Officer Candidate School in 1985 and reported to VT-10 in Pensacola, Florida for Naval Flight Officer training. Upon completing basic flight training, he reported to Mather Air Force Base for advanced navigation training and received his wings as a Naval Flight Officer in June 1987. After completing Fleet Replacement Squadron training with VP-31 at Naval Air Station Moffett Field, California, he reported to VP-9, achieving designation as Patrol Plane Navigator and Communicator, Tactical Coordinator, Mission Commander, Squadron Duty Officer, and Command Duty Officer. In 1988, Captain Jackson deployed to Diego Garcia in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in support of Operation Earnest Will, and in 1990 to Misawa, Japan. Captain Jackson's next duty station was the United States Naval Academy, where he served as an admissions officer. Captain Jackson was subsequently selected by the Commandant of Midshipmen to serve as the 17th Company, responsible for the academic, physical, and moral development of over 300 midshipmen during his tenure. Captain Jackson was selected to attend medical school and graduated in 1998. He completed an internship in general surgery at the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. He subsequently completed a residency in anesthesiology at the National Capital Consortium at the National Naval Medical Center, Bethesda, Maryland, and the Walter Reed Army Medical Center, Washington, D.C. Upon graduation in 2002, he was assigned as a staff anesthesiologist at U.S. Naval Hospital, Okinawa, Japan. During this tour, he served as head, Department of Anesthesia, Process Improvement Physician Advisor, and Chairman, Executive Committee of the Medical Staff. His follow-on assignment was to Naval Hospital, Jacksonville, Florida in 2005. Captain Jackson held numerous leadership positions during his tour of duty at Naval Hospital, Jacksonville, to include Special Assistant to the Commanding Officer for Process Transformation, Department Head of Anesthesia, Chairman, Executive Committee of the Medical Staff, Credentials Committee member, and Physician Champion for the Team Steps Patient Safety Program. Following this assignment, Captain Jackson served as the Executive Officer, U.S. Naval Hospital, Rota, Spain. Captain Jackson assumed command of Naval Support Facility Beaufort and Naval Hospital Beaufort in January 2018. Captain Jackson's personal awards include the Legion of Merit, Meritorious Service Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, and the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal. Now taking his position in the reviewing area is Captain Jackson. He is being escorted by Colonel Barnett, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Regiment, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina.
sir.
During the pass and review, we ask that as the national colors pass before you, please rise. After they have passed, please be seated.
They're gonna walk right in front of us.
They will?
Yes, ma'am.
You said they're walking. I know this. Look at Jessie. She's over there having a fit too. She's so proud. Oh, it's fine. They drive me crazy.
Where else?
That's just so beautiful.
It's on. It's right there.
The commander of troops, Captain Hunter. His company first sergeant is First Sergeant Bryan. The Parris Island Marine Band, under the direction of the drum major, Sergeant Toronto, and the enlisted conductor, Sergeant Box. Captain Zenobia Latola, and the graduating Marines of the 1/272 series. His chief drill instructor is Gunnery Sergeant Dow. The honor platoon for Company T is Platoon 1072. The senior drill instructor is Staff Sergeant Hicks. He is assisted by drill instructors Sergeant Sangastiano, Sergeant Friesen, and Sergeant Taylor. Senior drill instructor of Platoon 1073 is Staff Sergeant Medina. He is assisted by drill instructors Staff Sergeant Arnone and Sergeant Santos. The senior drill instructor of Platoon 1074 is Gunnery Sergeant Bentley. He is assisted by drill instructors Staff Sergeant Padilla, Sergeant Funk, Sergeant Eunice, and Sergeant Doyle. The senior drill instructor of Platoon 1076 is Staff Sergeant Ferraro. He is assisted by drill instructors Staff Sergeant Robinson, Sergeant Bragg, Sergeant Raiders, and Sergeant Morales. The Regimental Color Guard. The Color Sergeant is Sergeant Aguilar. Captain Mosgrove in the graduating Marines of the 1076 series. His chief drill instructor is Gunnery Sergeant Dominguez. The senior drill instructor of platoon 1077 is Staff Sergeant Davidson. He is assisted by drill instructors Staff Sergeant Jordan, Sergeant Southwood, and Sergeant Colvin. The senior drill instructor of platoon 1078 is Staff Sergeant Ken. He is assisted by drill instructor Staff Sergeant Mayda Lee, Sergeant Davis, and Sergeant Munson. Captain Dodd in the graduating Marines of the 4038 series. Her chief drill instructor is Staff Sergeant Medina. The senior drill instructor of platoon 4038 is Staff Sergeant Hollister. The honor platoon for Company P is platoon 4039. The senior drill instructor is Sergeant
There she is.
Which one?
1, 2, 3, 4. There she is. Fourth in the back, right there. The one that's strutting.
Camera, you missed the whole thing.
It was the second one and the third one.
That's a whole bunch of new Marines.
I know. That's amazing. Lean back and strut, ladies. Lean back and strut.
Nice looking group.
See her, Jessie? No. She's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right in front of me.
Right in front of Jimmy.
The new Marines carrying the platoon guidelines have been selected as the honor graduates for their platoon. They will now retire their guidelines.
Look,
see it.
Freeze it!
Hold it.
Get him!
That one looks like her.
Order! Get him!
The platoon guidelines that are about to be retired have been the identification flags of each platoon throughout recruit training. To each, the guideline is a symbol of spirit, dedication, teamwork, and unit identity.
Retire! The guidelines!
The commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Bravo, will present the High PFT and Honor Graduate Awards. He is accompanied by the 1st Recruit Training Battalion Sergeant Major DeCosimo. We would like to thank the Marine Corps Association for providing the awards today. Please hold your applause until all of the awards have been presented. The most physically fit Marine of Company P is Private Fox of Platoon 4040. Private Fox scored 579 points out of 600 possible points. The honor graduate for Platoon 1072 is PFC Wilkerson. PFC Wilkerson is from Burlington, North Carolina, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Taylor. The honor graduate for Platoon 1073 is PFC Vargas. PFC Vargas is from Bronx, New York, and was recruited by Sergeant Hernandez. The company honor graduate for Company D is PFC Miranda Carr of Platoon 1074. PFC Miranda Carr is from Tampa, Florida, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Stroman. The honor graduate for Platoon 1076 is PFC Barlow. PFC Barlow is from Dothan, Alabama, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Sorrell. The honor graduate for Platoon 1077 and the most physically fit Marine of Company D with a score of 600 points out of 600 possible points is PFC Warren. PFC Warren is from Wilton, Connecticut, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Depew. The honor graduate for Platoon 1078 is PFC McCauley. PFC McCauley is from Cumming, Georgia, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Hancock. The honor graduate for Platoon 4038 is PFC Dobrenik. PFC Dobrenik is from LaPorte, Texas, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Castillo. The honor graduate for Platoon 4039 is PFC Kimbrough. PFC Kimbrough is from Nacogdoches, Texas, and was recruited by Sergeant Daniels. The company honor graduate for Company P is PFC Thomas of Platoon 4040. PFC Thomas is from Puyallup, Washington, and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Love. Marching on to the parade ground are the combat marksmanship instructors of Platoon 1073 and Platoon 4038. The high shooter of Company D with a score of 334 out of 350 possible points is PFC Help. The high shooter of Company P with a score of 325 out of 350 possible points is PFC Bodner. Presenting the awards today are the combat marksmanship instructors who are responsible for instilling the knowledge and the proficiency of the company high shooters. They are Sergeant Gazalanchek and Sergeant Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished graduates of Company D and Company P. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of Anchors Away, which represents the historic partnership and shared legacy of the United States Navy and the Marine Corps, followed by the Marine Candidate and the final dismissal.
All right, sir. It's okay. We know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the First Sergeant of Company D and Company B, First Sergeant Bryan and First Sergeant Bell.
Senior drill instructor! Dismiss your account! Hang on, first sergeant! Senior drill instructor! Dismiss your platoon! Aye, Sergeant!
The senior drill instructors will now dismiss their platoon. This is the last and probably the most welcome order the new Marines received from their senior drill instructors.
Once out of the leads, this poor guy's damn camera.
Yeah, this is the best bet.
Brazil, Mom.
Thank you, Marine.
Oh my God, everyone did.
You look great. You look a lot better than after the crucible.
Happy birthday, Sophia.
Happy birthday. She just ran off and left this thing.
She said go, and I went.
Oh.
Wow.
Outstanding.
Get over there.
Diana? Diana. This is the lady I work with, Corinne. She's a friend of mine.
Hi! Congratulations! Oh, feel that sun.
I know.
Hi, sweetheart. Congratulations.
She's married 3 times.
follow me.
Okay.
I got up at like, I had rifle watch last night.
You had fire watch last night?
Fire watch. My friend Banky's here, and I have his video cam. Diana. Over there. Over there. That was the Whitesville. They were down there. They had their puppy here, so they stay close to their vehicles. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go home and eat food. Oh, we keep hearing this. I can't wait.
That is
I can't
awesome.
wait. I'm so hungry. You're so hungry? What do you want to eat? Everything. We got some mashed potatoes. I don't know what I had in the chow hall yesterday, or for the Navy's birthday. I had a steak and a baked potato. And egg. Yeah, but it's not like food camp food. They actually, I only ate like cat food once. Cat
what?
Cat food. Once. Just once. Other than that, it's been pretty good.
Cat chow's good. Get used to it. You love it.
I don't know how to stand.
What's up, Jeff?
You've been at attention for so long.
At ease. At ease.
She's been under direction for a long time.
I don't know how to stand.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to get a picture of her with me.
Freezing. Yes, very nice.
Just remain calm. You don't need any page 11.
Why don't you and Molly get in there and I'll take a picture?
Yeah, I know. I don't have any.
Here. Go ahead. You and Molly. Hold the blanket.
Thank you.
And a purse you want?
Thank you.
There you go. That Navy guy wearing the Marines hat.
Oh, wait. I need my Marine
Oh,
shirt on. Hold on.
there you go. Wait, here, hold on.
My mask.
Was a good thing. It's a good thing. Was a good thing.
There we go. There you go. Now it's showing. And then she screwed it up. I know.
What?
You had it. There you go. Okay.
Away, don't they?
All the time. Hold on a second. Mine too.
I feel like I want to count toes again. I'm going to make sure
All right, ladies. Perfect. Now the shirts are showing.
Can you believe all these people? There's one more. You're going to get, I think you're getting a guy and a red shirt.
You want your jacket, Mike?
Away from that uniform, Cactus.
He's like, I want to take you home.
He smelled you yesterday. He does. We were laughing. Yeah.
Cactus out ranks. Let's pick up Lance Corporal before you do. Hell, I might have to put them on my staff sergeant.
Gets her hands.
They're uncomfortable.
Oh, Molly, here he comes.
I was trying to find you earlier. I wanted to get you. Hello, little sister. Nice to meet you finally.
He drove 2.5 hours here.
3.5.
3.5. We came up
220.
from Florida. She came from
I drove 6.
6 hours.
She gets the
6
prize.
hours.
Now, how many pictures have you got together yet?
12.5 hours.
Well, I was going to say, come over here and face this way because you're going to have your faces in the sun.
She's used to shutterbugs.
Is this still running?
I don't.
I think I turned it off. I'm not sure. Did you video it? Yes.
No, it's still on.
Okay, it is outstanding.
Yep.
Well, that's funny. I lost my mind.
No, you're doing fine. Right now, it's okay. I'm taking million.
I see that.
You should.
We're gonna make sure they're all gonna come out.
Man, there is new service here. No, I know. I haven't. I remember it from when I was here before. I was like,
Oh, that's horrible.
What?
Why is that coming out like that?
because why don't you turn around and
It's like I got a scratch. Come here, turn around. Sit.
Not being cooperative.
One of them is good.
I got a really
Good.
We can get still shots from this. Jimbo, did you know I think it was Jim Martaccione?
Sounds familiar.
He was one of the 241. He was from my hometown. He would have been a little kid. I don't know if I'd ever met
I
him.
knew Reynolds.
Reynolds?
Yeah.
From Windsor, Martaccione was from Windsor Locks, Connecticut. If you remember that.
Look it up. I knew a bunch of the guys that were in there.
Was it today?
No, 23rd.
23rd, okay.
Yeah. Today was a major shit show up the road that was from there.
Oh, that was the sniper? Or was that the French embassy?
No, that was earlier. There was just certain dates just stick in my head where I remember what shit went.
Yep.
This is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Different time.
We had a guy get killed on a flight deck, March 3rd, 1981. His name is Harry Shell III, flying Yankee Whiskey 03 on 3-3-81. 8 and 1 is 9.
Holy
So there's 3-3, 3 times 3 on Yankee Whiskey 03 on his third WestPac, Harry Shell III.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have gone on that one. Did you get pictures with her? Did you get pictures with her? Why not?
Hey, get you two guys together. Sure.
I don't like it.
Sure.
She's just my buddy.
It just met her.
Well, that's okay. It's a prime lens, so I can't zoom out.
Fair square away.
Sit.
Stand up straight, little girl. Straighter. You're on my parade deck.
And the dogs are showing their asses.
He's doing what he's supposed to.
She's watching this way. Feels good, don't it, Tommy? Yeah. Like old stomping ground, like,
I'm back in the womb.
Yeah. I just got rebirth.
No, we're the only ones here. Yeah, they came through the Suez. They Semper Fi. Raw.
I just wanted to see things. They don't say no. They don't say no.
Thank you.
They say no. What they don't say is no other.
With her iPhone, and finally she moves around to where she got something and she's shooting off over here.
I'm so proud of the kids and fun.
Can you believe it?
Well, they didn't even get family day. So you guys didn't get family day?
No.
So we didn't get to go on the monuments in the picture?
Diana.
Do you want to go around the whole
Correct now, you know?
I have something to do, but you're like, got a good camera?
So, and I don't know.
I'll go with you. Want to walk from here?
Wait. Yeah, so he was there.
I'm gonna roll out before the minutes practice. That way I can get on the
Very nice meeting you as well.
Mr. Garlow?
exciting. All right. Okay, I was going to say, we should Molly and then all headed off. Molly headed off.
I'm going to gravitate over here, and then we're going to exit stage.
I'll chase her.
You good? Ready to go? You can walk to the building there.
And then I heard that. She's right here.
I am. Great meeting you. There's a lot of that. I will safe travel back.
I can love it. Like, whoa.
Benjamin.
Say what?
I still don't.
Say what? Say what? You want to scream back? You want to scream back? Yes, ma'am.
What's up, Lance? Don't serve me. 75 system.
No, I gotta ask. What's the difference in the bag?
You're holding back. Let
All right, B.
All right, baby. Love you.
I gotta run.
All right, baby. Drive carefully. Thank you.
They call it pizza box.
Thank you.
This is still on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It was left over there. I just
I know. I better shut it off.